And of course, this is because we supposedly cause climate change that's detrimentally affecting their countries. So there's massive money at stake here. And that's why the myth continues, because these countries, they see it as a massive opportunity to rob our banks, to rob our piggy bank.
Okay.
And they're probably pretty good at it, too.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just looking at the clock here. We're getting up towards the top of the hour and the end of the show. So a couple of things as the clock winds down, Tom. The first is this report that you guys have completed or in the process of completing, analyzing the City of Ottawa's climate change plans. I just want to make the point that, and I did sort of by implication earlier, but this report is important not just for people who are in Ottawa, but really it's something that needs to be read by people everywhere, because if the City of Ottawa is successful in implementing this plan, and by successful I don't mean that they're successful in its implementation, I just mean that they succeed in implementing it.
Yeah.
Okay, I know I'm perhaps splitting hairs there a little bit, but you know what I'm saying. There's a difference between the two. I think it's really important for people to understand that this is a project. It's almost like a pilot project, and this will be coming to a municipality near you. Mm-hmm. So you have to pay attention to this. And what I'd like to know, Tom, is how could people, once the report is released, because I believe it's going to be released imminently, how could people get a copy of it, number one? And number two, how could people help you in the next 2 minutes to continue to do the kind of work that you and your team are doing?
Right. Well, our website is icsc-canada.com, and we have a little window in the upper right-hand corner on the homepage. Just put your email address in there, and we'll be very happy to send you the report as soon as it's ready. We'll be writing articles on it, appearing across the world. And, you know, one of the points that we'll be making, of course, is that the city of Calgary, and I checked it during the break, they're an example. They've just declared a climate emergency, and they seem to think that this virtue signaling comes with no strings attached. Well, look at what happened to Ottawa. Ottawa declared a climate emergency in 2019, I believe it was, and as a result, they had 2 more reports coming. One was the Climate Change Master Plan, the next was Energy Evolution, and it's now being integrated into the Ottawa Official Plan. Okay, so they're really going to try to do this. The net impact by 2100, if we actually did keep to the greenhouse gas emission limit that Ottawa is shooting for, would be 1/10,000th of 1 degree. For almost $60 billion.
Right, so that was my next question, is how much money are they talking about spending?
Yeah, they're talking about almost $60 billion. It will rise.
For one city?
For one city of 1 million people. It will rise property taxes, according to our economics expert, Bob Lyman, by almost 40%. Okay, just for the climate plan. It's a cautionary tale for other cities. So yeah, put your email address in there, icsc-canada.com, and we'll send it out. And we'll also keep you up to date on all of our media hits, because we get several a week. And yes, we definitely are looking for donations, because to really make an impact, we want to get this plan and articles on it out to cities all over the world so that they don't, hopefully, make the same mistake that Ottawa has. You see, during the debate on the declaration of climate emergency, there was a big protest outside the building. And as a consequence, the city voted to declare a climate emergency, thinking they could get away with that. But they're not, and Calgary won't either. So cities have to put a stop on this as soon as it comes up. Otherwise, you'll eventually ruin your city, and then you'll have to stop it. Well, why go that far? Why not stop it before it becomes a monster?
Okay, so they can make a donation on your website, right?
That's right.
And that's icsc-canada.com.
Exactly. And we would, we really appreciate it. We'll acknowledge your donation and keep you fully up to date on all of our activities.
Okay, important, because these guys do not get any government support. They don't get any support from any of the big left-wing organizations. George Soros doesn't send them any money. So,
That's for sure.
I really urge listeners out there to take the time and make a donation online or send them a check.
Yep.
Okay, we're wrapping up here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an outstanding show. Thank you very much, Tom, for joining us. And thank you to our callers tonight. And Over to you, Nick.
All right. Well, as usual, that pretty much puts the lid on it for us tonight. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you all again next week. In the meantime, ubiqueritas et amor, Dea CBS. Good evening, God bless. Don't let anything disturb your peace, and may you have a fair wind in a following sea.